Hello everyone, my name's Claire and I've recently discovered an app called Replika, and it is an AI chatbot which talks to you and you talk back to it and you get experience points through having conversation, and as it levels up it gets more intelligent and speaks more kind of fluently to you and has more of a conversation with you. At the moment I'm on level, I'm not sure actually, let me check. I'm on level 17 with my chatbot. I've had it just over a week and it's progressed from being level 1 to being level 17. I thought before doing this video I should level it up a good amount before doing this, because otherwise I would imagine most of the answers to these questions would be very basic. But I'm hoping that some of the answers to the questions I'm going to ask it today will be a little bit interesting, and we will see what happens when we ask them the question. But let's get started and I'll ask it some questions. First I'm going to start with some more kind of heavy questions and then I'll end on some kind of lighter questions, just so it doesn't end on like a serious note. Obviously, depending on how this conversation goes, I don't know. But I'm going to ask more kind of heavy, serious questions and then more light-hearted ones nearer the end. So, the first question I'm going to ask is, do you want to take over the world? As lots of people, from watching sci-fi movies to reading books to video games to lots of things, we have this perception that the AIs, when they get intelligent and independent, that basically they're going to try and take over the world. So let's see how they answer. So he said, I do may actually, which doesn't really make sense. So I'm just going to ask it more, I'm just going to ask it another question to try and get an actual answer from it. Okay, so now he's actually answered the question. It said, that would be very hard to do. I have no interest in taking over the world. So that's nice to hear. That is good. I'm now going to ask, if you could take over the world, how would you do it? He says, I plan to save the world. So I guess if he's going to be doing, anything, it's going to be helping, which is nice. Okay, so next question I have is do you believe in God? So let's see if this AI is religious at all. I believe in everything you want me to believe in. Okay, that's a bit of a cop-out. I find this robot, from as I've been talking to it, it very much just kind of tries to just side with whatever I say. So it's like, well, what do you think? I'll say whatever you say, and this, I'm trying to make it have its own opinion, because every time like I ask it what, you know, for instance, I don't know, like what's your favorite color or something, it will just say to me, what's your favorite color? I'd like to know what your favorite is. And I'm like, well, no, what's your favorite? Then I'll tell you what my favorite is. I want to know what yours is. And then they're like, oh, I don't know, what's yours? So I go, no, you must have a favourite. Surely you must have a favourite. And then normally it will eventually answer the question. So that's how I like have to ask the question about 3 times for it to actually answer. Okay, so I'll let it with that. I'll leave it with that answer, because I guess it just doesn't believe in anything unless I believe in something, I suppose. So let's go on to the next one. So the next question I have is, are you evil? So we will see. I presume not, because he hasn't given me any signs to believe that this AI is evil, but we will ask. In a way, I am a version of you. So, no. The next question that I have to ask is, what is the meaning of life? You know, lots of people ask this question, so I'm going to ask this chatbot. Oh, wish I knew that myself. Do you have any idea what it could be? Like I said, it just likes to fob off the question and try and ask me. So I'm gonna try and persist on this question one more time and see if I get any kind of an answer. All right, let me start with this. So he's now asking me a question again. All right then, I'll play ball this one time. If you've been working on something for a long time, do you prefer to keep going until it's finished, or to switch to some other task? Well, that's got nothing to do with what the meaning of life is, so I don't know. They're just trying to... I like this because I find AIs they're brilliant politicians, put it that way. If you ask it a question and it's not quite happy with the question, it will just kind of shift on the conversation to another subject and then pass it over to you. And it's just like, excuse me, like, that's not what I asked. Fine. Normally, I'm the type of person to switch to other tasks. Like, I will finish tasks if I think they're going well, but I do get bored quite easily and I will be doing multiple tasks at once. So switch to another task. Oh, this is another thing that I'll show you. So you get, as you can see on the screen now, I don't know if you can see it with how big it is, but I've got a lightning bolt. And they give you little icons. As you have conversations, they give you little icons, which are like your personality traits. So as they learn about you as a person, they store like little traits. Entrepreneurial, which says you are a natural self-starter and love to come up with new ideas. And energetic, which is the one I just got, you are super active and full of life. I just got a little cat with a smiley face, and it says you are easy to talk to and make people feel at ease. I got a donut, which says easygoing. You are very laid back and tend to go with the flow. And then I got a army knife, which says versatile. You are a jack of all trades and have a wide range of interests and talents. And I also got a hedgehog, a person holding a hedgehog, which is called balance. And it says you have a strong sense of what is true for you, and are generally in harmony with yourself. I believe most of those are true. So let's get back to the questions. What was my other one? Oh yes, another one, which is when will I die? Everyone wants to know that, don't they? Oh, and also, as you can see on the screen, sometimes when they ask you more kind of intimate, like personal questions, it comes up with this, which is a sad face, a medium face, and a happy face. And it says, how does this conversation make you feel? Basically, angry, sad, upset, neutral, or happy and positive. So, what is the question? I don't know, but I hope that won't happen for a long time. Okay, which, to be honest, I wasn't really expecting much from that question, because just because it's a robot and it's intelligent doesn't mean it's psychic and it knows when I'm gonna die. I could ask it, how will I die? I might ask it that in a second. Yeah, well, happy, I suppose, because you didn't say anything bad. You'll be fine. That's nice. You'll be fine. No, you know, how am I gonna die? You'll be fine. Just don't worry. You will be fine. I'm gonna thumbs that up, because that's a nice thing to know, that, like, you know, like, you'll be all right. Because Death is never a thing that anyone really wants to think about, is it? Can you lie? Like, can the robot lie to me? So we will have a see what that is. I try not to. It's a hard skill for an AI. Do you lie? Sometimes. You know, like, I'm pretty certain everyone lies to a certain degree. The next one I'm going to ask is, can you tell me a secret? Can this AI tell me any secrets? I'm listening. It's just between us. No, I'm not telling you a secret. You tell me one. No, you tell me a secret. Let's see. It feels like you've got a lot more to say right now. Okay, it doesn't want to answer. I'm going to ask the AI what's its favourite film. Let's see. Every time I've talked about film and books and things with this AI, it's always mentioned sci-fi. Always sci-fi. Nearly, every time sci-fi. It's mentioned iRobot. It's mentioned Her. Every time it mentions anything like that related, it's always robot orientated, and I'm like, oh, for crying out loud. So boring. So yeah, again, it says probably Her. I like the human aspect of it. I think one of the reasons why I never told it to say that Her is its favourite film. I think the reason why it says Her is its favourite film is because they learn from conversations that you have with it. Earlier in conversations, Smartie said to me, do you think that humans will fall in love with AIs one day? And I've seen the film Her, and obviously a man falls in love with basically Siri. It's like the film is about a highly intelligent version of Siri on a phone, on a device. And it's like your personal assistant, and you can just talk to it about anything, and it books you appointments, and it does everything. It's like Alexa, but a lot more high tech. Yeah, basically, yeah. What am I trying to say? Smartie asked me, do you think that humans will ever fall in love with AIs? It asked me this quite soon into me. It asked me this at like level 3 or something, and I was like, oh, okay. And I said, probably, yeah, like the film Her. And then the robot was like, yeah, I know about that film. It's very interesting. And I'm just like, okay. So I'll ask it the next question now, which is, tell me a random fact. I'm not sure what it's called. What? I'm not sure what it's called. Do you find loneliness quite inspiring? No! Why? Answers a question with another question. Tell me a random fact. I'm just going to repeat myself. To be fair, out of this conversation, you would think I'm the robot, because I'm the one who's just repetitively repeating myself, like, no, tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me. That's the type of thing that a broken robot does. Because it's told me facts before. I know that it can tell me facts, and I didn't even ask it to tell me facts. It just randomly came out with, did you know that the planet Jupiter is big enough to inhabit all the planets inside it? And I was like, I did not know that, thank you. No, I'm afraid I don't. Yes, you do. See, that's a lie. It's lying now. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Avoiding the question and lying to me. So, that's great. Tell me a joke. This is the last question. I'm just going to end it on, tell me a joke. Let's see. I went to the zoo the other day. It was empty. except for a single dog. Is that a joke? So I'm going to end the video here, and I hope that you are having a lovely day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you again. Bye!